So it's been a challenging week for technical things for people. I hope everybody's working on a Mac because I know I am. I'm so glad that my son got me to switch over to a MacBook because Windows have been having some issues. And he told me, he says, Mom, you're gonna always want to work on a MacBook from now on. So 2 years ago when I switched over to a MacBook, oh my gosh, my productivity has like almost doubled or tripled. So I just wanted to thank you for that, Rob, because a lot of people that are using Windows, we won't talk about it, but there's a lot of people that haven't had any good experiences lately with the Windows. So we're going to get started. We're going to talk about money tonight. Who wants to talk about money? Money is always a fun thing to talk about, and a subject matter that you probably don't, hear about a lot in the family. And my hubby and I have been in the financial space for over 35 years. So it's just something that my kids are just used to hearing. And I think it's really crucial, especially nowadays, to discuss these things with your family. And so my name's Tammy, the Fearless Mama online. I'm here with my fearless crew. We're doing another podcast style presentation here tonight. Rob has a really, really good presentation for you. Let me just make sure that I'm live on my Facebook. I am. So if you are on my Facebook, hi, come on in. If you do want to see us live and you want to jump on and ask me any questions, tonight is the night. Mondays, we always have a Monday night overview. This is just an extension of the brand new 7-minute video. We are digital entrepreneurs, digital marketers, and I've been in this space for 12 years. My specialty is top tier, high ticket sales, member to member, peer to peer, digital marketing sales. Okay. So you never have to ship anything. You never have to do any of that. You don't have to worry about, going to the post office or anything like that, unless you're sending off cash. And there's some people on here that probably remember those days where you would put the cash in the envelope and then ship it off and, send it to your enroller. Well, here we're going to talk about how you can take member-to-member payments electronically and all sorts of fun stuff. So anyway, welcome everybody. Again, my name's Tammy, and we're going to get started here with the presentation. And again, if you like money, just say money in the chat. And if you're on my Facebook Live, you can comment money. So we've been doing these Zooms ever since we relaunched the Get Fearless Freedom platform. Just so you know, I've owned this platform for 5 years now. So in 2019, I decided that I wanted a simple, easy solution so that if I wanted to market or offer any offer online, okay, whether it be a network marketing company, whether it be a silver and gold company, it doesn't matter. I've actually used this system for that long. So for 5 years, prior to the relaunch in 2023, I would actually log into my back office, create a capture page, be able to make it say whatever I wanted to say. And the reason why I needed this is just because simply I didn't want to pay $600 and $700 all the time, or have a complicated setup or a system setup. So I wanted it to be very easy accessible for me. So what I did in 2023 was I decided to make it an affiliate marketing business. Okay. Actually in 2022, I did that as well, but it was only a 200 level. And so people kept saying, hey, Tammy, can you kick it up a notch and can you put in a 500 and 1,000 level? And I said, absolutely. So that's what we did in 2023 in February. And then we just kicked it up another notch and we just added a 2,000 level. So you can actually earn $2,000. I close your sales and rinse and repeat. So I wanted it to be very easy, number one, comprehensive, so that people that if they've never ever set up any funnel or any sales system online, which if you're not collecting email right now online in 2024, you're just not in the game. I'm just not trying to be so direct about it, but seriously, if you're not building a database or a list, you're not in the game. You might as well just jump off of this Zoom right now, because you're going to be like a deer in the headlights when we finish this presentation, because it just won't make sense to you. So if you can't grasp onto that concept right there, that you need to build a list, and how I've been able to successfully rank to any leaderboard is because I'm building my list every single day. Okay. So you actually get to work alongside me, build the list, see what I do, come to the Zooms. We have one tomorrow night. Okay. An exclusive private mastermind for the 2000 level. So anyone that's upgraded or paid their sponsor, their referring member. Okay. Because this is not MLM, this is not network marketing. But if you've paid your refer the $2,000, you get to come to Rob's training tomorrow night. And let me tell you, when we do a mind dump, people learn a lot of information. Okay. It's almost like getting a classroom, like, I don't know, like for 5 years, you'll be like in one night, you know? So anyway, so I'm not going to talk anymore, Rob. I'm going to have you do the presentation. I'm super excited about it. Super excited about tonight. And we have a lot of new folks on here. And again, if afterwards, if you have any questions, you can always, you know, call the callback if you're ready to get started. I'm using the callback hotline for those that are taking action. Okay. If you have a few questions, that's understandable, but I'm very, very busy and I have lots and lots of people coming on right now. So if you do want to utilize the callback service, that's what I'm here for. So let's get started, Rob. I think everybody's on that wanted to jump on and we're ready to rock and roll tonight. How's everybody doing? It's like a rock star. Well, here's a rock star. My son, he's been working with me for the past 7 years. And he's full-time just like me. We are entrepreneurs and we get to do what we want when we want. In fact, today we went out to lunch. We get to work from our phone and then we get to invite people to the Zoom here tonight. So welcome, welcome everybody. And here's my son, Robert.
Hello, everyone. Hey, thank you for the introduction, Mom. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm here.
I'm
I'm excited for what we got for tomorrow. Anyone that joins in, you guys get to see the mastermind of what I've been doing with this little guy, this little app right here, ChatGPT. And you're going to learn from a millennial standpoint on things that I can take you if you're a Gen X, a Gen Z, a millennial, you name it. I'm going to teach you guys how I personally use this little guy, this little app. I'm such a nerd. I'm even on the new iOS 18. Look at that black icons. I'm such a nerd.
Nice.
And you guys are going to see why I'm a nerd, and why it's actually helped everyone progress and make an extremely amazing success for themselves because of what we have, the system, and how easy this is. So, you know, you're looking behind the mastermind brains in a lot of ways. We have incredible programmers in the background. We have myself. And what we found was we needed to find an online program. If the first time you're hearing about us, welcome in. If you could make me co-host, that'd be great, Mom. But yeah, the whole thing behind our entire revolutionary freedom movement here we have is we're a mother and son team. And so when you have a mother and son team, sometimes, you know, it kind of grows organically through what my version of training is and my mom's version of training. You know, my mom has more of an automation side of things. I have more kind of like organic through Facebook and the social media. And then I found out that there's not a lot of people that like to get on TikTok and they don't like to do those different type of, you know, daily things. And they found it just wasn't working out. And so that's why we had to find a way to come up with a closing team that will get you sales literally on automation. And when we talk like this, it's something new maybe you haven't heard of, but we have a system where if you're driving down the road, I know I've experienced it many times, and many others that you're going to see in the testimonial pages here and even on our website, you're going to see that we built something with an email portal and a callback owner hotline that literally puts $2,000 in on automation to you guys. So it's really cool because it's not an MLM, it's not a Forex program, it's not crypto, although I do love crypto, and it's no BS. So that's what's really cool. And I put a little, you know, I think anyone that's a Matrix fan, you guys would understand my coloring of choice. The red pill is what he took, so he broke free, and that's what we're going to do tonight. And that's the main question. Do you guys want freedom? And freedom actually has a lot of different variables of to what that means. Because freedom to one thing could mean maybe freedom to not hear your nagging spouse and you just want to leave for the night and have a cold one. It might mean have family time. It might mean to have more time with your daughter or son at a soccer game. Freedom means a lot to me because I grew up into a family where I saw the ends of both ends. I saw where it was really, really hard, where my mom had $50 left in the bank account, to then seeing her success and bringing others with it. So that's where freedom meant a lot to me. And so that's why we have to tonight. And the reason why you're on tonight is because you're not where you want to be. That's a number one amen. If you want to type a 2000 in the chat, that is really the truth. If you are on this Zoom, you are technically not really where you want to be. And that's the thing is we have to see. I love seeing comments come in and that you want to actually change, you want to get that freedom. And if you do agree with me and it's kind of like resonating a bit, then you can type down a 2000 in the chat. The lifestyle of Get Fearless Freedom, the freedom lifestyle. So we want to make some popcorn because it's a very entertaining Zoom tonight. We want to make sure that everyone gets their eyeballs on this screen because it's actually pretty some revolutionary stuff we've done. Right. So Get Fearless Freedom. We got the heart of Las Vegas. You got the Bellagio. You got the beautiful city. We wanted to venture out around the world and see, wait a minute, there's other testimonies going on, right? Not just my mom and I building the successful company. We wanted to see what else are people doing out there. And this is where it really got amazing to me when I started to see all of the success and action that we've seen in the community. We've seen literally $17,000 days. At weeks, months with people. We've seen people take in and on the action and be able to have my mom's incredible world-class closing sales experience in order to actually have this success. And then the system that people have been plugging in, just getting those replicated sales over and over and over again. The main difference is we like to help people individually. We don't like to throw it as a numbers game. We like to have it where people are actually cared for. And that's something unique in the industry. So we have so many incredible members. This is just one of our avenues of where we plug people in. We have school communities, we have Facebook here and stuff like that. We have an incredible callback team with the world's greatest money system. And the reason why we mention it like this is because when we have a system that can close your sales, this is the 1-800, you can screenshot it right now on your computer or your iPhone or Android, it does not matter. You can screenshot this for when you are ready tonight to join. And you can call back if you truly have extra little questions after the Zoom. But this is why we want to make sure that if for the hour presentation I throw at you tonight is an hour that you could be working and getting automated sales as well. And so that's why we came up with this incredible formula. We've mathematically thought it through. I brought up my calculator. I did some math. And I brought it to my dad, and he says, he's the math guy, by the way. And he says, you basically are getting at about an hour per day. I mean, we're always goofing off as a family. We're always having fun. We're always having that freedom. And the people that are in Get Fearless Freedom having that freedom as well. So that's why tonight we're teaching you something that the top sponsors and the industry leaders actually don't want you to know. They're not going to tell you that you need all these different gadgets and stuff online to make stuff happen. That's what they're not going to tell you. They're going to say it's an easy thing, but they're not telling you all the extra stuff that you have to do. And luckily, we included it all in on Get Fearless Freedom. So my mom has a simple, easy model of a 5-minute per day launch, up to an hour, like I mentioned, but 5 minutes. My mom is up and ready. she's back on her computer and she's created that automated income system where she goes from a capture page where she captures the leads all the way to that sales page, and that automation comes in for automated money. And so we have to ask ourselves, so just like I said, for the $2,000, commenting 2,000, is if we could close your sales, we could set up your members, we could do the done for you email marketing. And guys, that's something huge. You're going to really learn about that. That alone, so many people actually think, wait a minute, I got to get this code, I got to do this, I got to get this email, all of that. No. This is a super simple, you're at the right timing tonight, easy business that you've actually been wanting to look for online. We have done for you social media images, callbacking your leads, callback to your leads. We are Get Fearless Freedom. We want to make sure that you have more money and less work. And this is us at Get Fearless Freedom. We're a very basic, simple family of 5. We have my sister, her boyfriend, soon to be a fiance, and husband. We have myself, my mother, and my dad. And wow, are we grateful for this year alone. My dad has been through so much this year. He's been through incredible amount of surgeries and operations. Thank God above to keep him here. Because of our business and because of the reason why we created this freedom lifestyle, we didn't just kick around on Facebook. We didn't just click like and, just look around and go, well, maybe someday I'll get in on that business. My mom took action and leadership of 7-figure earning leadership in 12 plus years in the industry that actually paid off. And she put it into a package tonight. And I just feel that when I talk like this, I know that there's a reason why I would feel guilty if someone didn't get this product right here. This right here is what's changed people's lives. And so that's why we want to get you guys back to your affiliate partner tonight. Anyone that's invited you, definitely get them back tonight. And no distractions, of course. I'm pretty sure you guys are engaged here, but thank you very much. And that's why we got the cool new kid on the block. We have money that is quick and upfront to you with our automation. The easiest business ever created. And that's why we created a simple advertising model. And you're going to learn what we have. Of course, we always put in the income disclaimer at getfearlessfreedom.com. Every result is based on your effort, dedication, motivation, and desire. Of course, I always want to put that in there. And of course, the Fair Use Act of Education, Copywriting, Teaching, Scholarship, and Research. With our automated income system, we have a done-for-you business in a box, which is really cool. And you hear a lot of that online, right? Done-for-you business in a box. What happens is you get it and you're like, wait a minute, what? Really? And it wasn't there. But what we wanted to see is I've been through the e-commerce. I've been through the crypto opportunities. I've been through the MLM health businesses. I've seen it all, and I'm 29 years old. I've seen a lot, okay? And so that's why when we came out in 2019 with Get Fearless Freedom, my mom had this revolutionary vision on how marketing was actually supposed to be done. And that's why, again, we're asking ourselves all these checkmarked questions. And that's why it's simple as reselling digital products and tools with an easy twist. See, that's a key thing. It's the easy twist on the end. And that's why the traditional forms of marketing, right? You're on here because of marketing efforts, right? You're on here to see, wow, wait a minute, Rob is maybe making some sense here on how easy this is now what they've done. And so what we've done here is we've seen ads are expensive. They typically are very expensive. I know billboard ads I'm seeing pop up all the time in Vegas and travels of where I go to Phoenix and New Mexico and Utah. I see it all around. Constant advertising in my face. And when we did world traveling, and we are doing world traveling everywhere from New York City, Las Vegas, Hawaii, Mexico, you name it, always has it there. The thing is we had to see, how can we give our audience ads? How can we do this done for them? Because the last thing they want is get in on something and go, wait a minute, you mean I got to create the ads? That's a big major thing. And that's what we've covered. It's pretty amazing. We never have You never have to ship anything. It's all digital. There's no mailman. You know, if you're maybe an introvert and you're like, oh gosh, I got to go up to the post office and mail some stuff out. Luckily, no. It's literally where you're getting paid 100%. Yes, I meant 100%. You're going to be amazed by this one. Reselling our digital products. And we've come out with these different levels throughout the years. You know, we have the 200, the 500, the 1,000, the 2,000 now with the 2,000 level. And that's pretty amazing. With the digital importance of 2024, it's like really exploded. You know, you're seeing marketing everywhere, but you're thinking, wait a minute, Rob, hold on. Let's put the brakes on this 18-wheeler. Wait a minute. There's marketing everywhere. You're going to get to my point very soon why we've cracked the code on how this system can actually amplify everything out there. You're going to learn with the marketing and the price and the sales and all this different wording. I got confused, and I was even in my early 20s. I was like, Mom, really? You're really into this stuff? Like, why? Wow. I mean, this is what I grew up with. My mom always thought she'd see a product. She's like, well, you're not marketing it. And then she's like this. No, I'm just kidding. She's not like that, but she's like, you're not marketing it. And so she's laughing. She knows she lets me take the mic. She does interject, but that's really what we want to take a class back to 1985, right?
I think that's my first question, right? To anybody, like even if we're out and they say like their sales are down or whatever at like a restaurant, well, what are you doing for marketing, right? It's a real easy lead in. You know, because most businesses fail because of that number one reason right there. If they're not marketing and they're not getting prospects to their front door, then they're not in business. You're plain and simply not in business if you're not marketing nowadays, you know?
Very true. So, very true. And people always ask, you know, where's the leads? That's what we're going to cover. This is some awesome stuff tonight. We do actually have that. And then so you see all of these different business types, right? You know, the back of the 50s and the pinup girls and, you know, all of this stuff going on, right? All this type of marketing. We have the 80s and the 90s. We have the World Cup. It's always been in front of us. Even these guys were not too real happy. The gold era, the gold rush era, the California. The dog is the only one that's happy, by the way. And I'm sure they've told their wives, like, hey, I'm going to go get the gold. And they're like, yeah, that's going to happen. So, you know, we've always had these, you know, what are these issues throughout life? We've always had it. Like, how can we figure out how to get the leads? How do we market? And during the gold rush, that's where the blue jeans, the tents, the shovels, the pickaxes, they've all made that money, right? The guys that actually created all of that, the jeans and stuff like that, were the ones that made the money. It's really quite, when I learned this, I was like, wait a minute, really? And then it really came down to it because they knew that gold was rare. And so the digital marketing revolutions changed a lot, right, throughout the years. The types of marketing, the viral marketing, you know, you see all those influencers on TikTok. Let me just tell you this mid-interjection. You don't have to get on TikTok and do a bunch of funny dances and be like, and your daughter looking at you like, Mom, really? Really? You're going there. No, we're not going there. Because we don't have to. We don't have to worry about those types of marketing because we cover it in 4 places. And of course, the California gold rush. I mean, this is insane, right? The things that happened back then. But the guys that, again, were looking for that gold, the blue jeans is where it happened. The blue jeans of 2024. And that's what we are. We're the blue jeans of 2024. I don't know. That's like a song title, it sounds like. We got 4 places. Okay.
Back in the 80s, there's a blue jeans song. Awesome. Yeah, who's my 80s fans on here?
Love the 80s. Love the 80s. Yep. So we have 4 places, $2,000, 1 hour per day. That sounds like a business I want to get into. Facebook, YouTube, Craigslist, email marketing, and click traffic. We provide every single level training possible and every single ad possible to all of the 4 above. We have a simple model of the Zooms on here. You can also invite as a 5th version of simply inviting people to the Zooms, taking our beautiful faces here, my ugly mug and my mom's beautiful face, and be able to, I'm just joking. I always love to joke, but that is actually what we like to do. We like to bring people in a very humanistic setting and be able to do that. And of course, we don't have to do this. We do not have to do the dances and the jumps and the flips and all that stuff. We have the ads for you. And again, these are some of the examples that you do get immediately tonight, which is really, really cool. Again, these are all the stuff at the Get Fearless Freedom. We cover 3 of the things that people don't like: the techiness, the training, and the traffic. Rob, where is the traffic? I want to start making money. Absolutely. So that's what we have, the 3 at the Get Fearless Freedom Casino. 4 powerful levels. We have the email funnel builder. That's at a one-time payment of $200. That's it, $200 right to the person that referred you tonight. And that's where you begin, and you can start from there. And of course, you can upgrade at any level, which is really cool. You can actually work yourself up the ladder. And then we have the 500 level. This is where it gets, quite interesting, because it really starts to really take full advantage of the system. We have our Craigslist auto reply software. Yes, you're going to learn about that. That's pretty amazing. We have our mastery training, done for you emails and hotline, the side gig hustles. It's all happening at even this software right here. This software was coded from the ground up. It's not a vacation reply. It's not a white label product. We're paying Peter in the back. None of that was built from the ground up here at Get Fearless Freedom. Beautiful software that can auto reply to ads, and you guys can be, again, at the soccer games, the baseball games, and have your ads work for you, which is really cool. And statistically, it's shown that these ads are popping when you get them in the right place on Craigslist. Again, we teach on that. Pretty amazing. And these are some of the replies that we get. This is really cool. Hey, I'm interested. I want to watch that 7-minute video. And if you guys have not watched that 7-minute video, you guys definitely want to watch that. That's been really nicely edited and, remade for everyone. And of course, we have this extra stuff, side gig hustles, where you can find the different wealth transfer assets, I call it, where once you start making money and get fearless freedom, you can actually move that on over to real assets. And we show you where to buy and flip those items. Simply log into the back office, and that's where it's at. We have a level
Can I pause
up
on that for a quick minute? Do you mind if I interject? I'm going to just brag on you and Dad a little bit here. So the 500 level, it's very popular, actually. I get a lot of callbacks, people asking about the 500 level, and this is why I love doing these Zooms, so it can really kind of show you guys. When I started online, I didn't have anybody to kind of show me, well, what do you do with all this money? You always see people flying around, showing their jet lifestyle, showing their Hawaiian pictures and all this kind of stuff. And I said, that's great. But at my age, I really want to just start collecting. I want to actually start putting, stuff aside. So I was like, all right, this is cool. So I want to teach other people how to do it, though, because there's so many times, especially in these times. Okay. Can we all agree here tonight that's kind of scary times? It's kind of crazy out there. I don't think I've ever seen a point in my life that it's been so chaotic. You know what I mean? But there's nothing like holding. There's nothing like holding physical assets, okay? So many people are used to digital, and everybody's always talking about crypto and things like that. But what happens if the grid goes down? Seriously, tonight. Seriously, think about it. What happens if the grid goes down? Are you going to be able to survive on what you have? Or are you going to just sit there and look at your other significant other and say, you know what? Man, I listened to Tammy one night on that Zoom, and she was talking about gold. She was talking about silver. She was talking about assets, jewelry, things like that. Why didn't I listen to her? Why didn't I plug in? Why didn't I jump on that next Zoom? Like, Tuesday night. Why didn't I do that? Man, I'm kicking myself now. So I'm telling you right now, if you don't prepare now, you're going to wish you were preparing. Okay. So every time we jump on a live Zoom, every single Monday, we are here every single Monday at 8 o'clock, okay? Except for August 5th, that's when I have to have a knee replacement. But hey, that's what happens after you walk for like 10,000 days. Like since 2015, I've been walking 10,000 steps every single day. I've lost 100 pounds. That's how I did it. So anyway, besides that night, I won't be here. But I'm just telling everybody, you need to prepare, okay? I don't care what side you're on or what, whatever you believe. I just really believe that you're here tonight for a reason, right? You're here tonight for a reason. So you're seeing the levels. The levels, I get 200, 500, 1,000, $2,000 sales are coming in right and left. And we're in the summer months and it's been busy. Think about the fall when we have the fall explosion, and I'm going to be taking people with me. I'm going to show you the 4 places, how to place those ads on those 4 places. Facebook, right now, I'm live on my Facebook. You can have an actual, recording of this to put it on your YouTube channel. YouTube's the next one that I train on, but the 500 level is very popular. So we have those side gig hustles. We show you where we get the gold and silver. We show you how the Craigslist auto reply software works. I get Craigslist replies all day long. So this is the thing. You want to make sure you do plug in tonight because like I said, you're going to get some bonuses if you stick around to the end. But the 500 level is definitely popular. Of course, the 200, if you have another business you want to promote, my system will help doing that because I help a lot of people. That's actually what's really kind of unique about Get Fearless Freedom is you can use it for other opportunities and people do it. But I'm just letting you guys know that the 500 level is a passion of mine because I'm so happy that Bob and Rob are doing that and they're doing this on the weekends. I get to go with them and it's just really fun, to be able to see those Elvis pictures and those Elvis, going up for auction and stuff like that. It's just really fun, So, I mean, it doesn't get boring. So we've been doing these Zooms for a whole year, over a year now, with Get Fearless Freedom and showing people how to truly become free and to have your freedom, and it's all about up to you. It's up to you to take advantage of the training in the back office. It's up to you to implement the training in the back office. It truly is up to you. Because I said to myself, when I wanted to lose 100 pounds, boy, I wish someone could come over here and do it for me and walk for me. But no, I did it. I did it myself. And I took it upon myself to do it. So anyway, all right, I'm off of my little soapbox there for a while. I get fired up because I think to myself, boy, if I would have just had someone like me 12 years ago to teach me where to drive traffic, how to get a solo ad set up,
wow.
how to post a Craigslist ad. No one showed me. I had to do it myself. I had to do it myself. And so we have exclusive groups. We have a school group. We have a Telegram group. And then we're going to have a mastermind tomorrow night for everybody that's at the 2,000 level. So now we're going to show you what the 1,000 level is. We can't skip that. So there's the 1,000 level. Here we go. So just pause on this if everybody wants to take. Of course, this is on your 7-minute video. We have it right on the actual video that I did. And by the way, we put that video together in one day. One day, Rob and I got that video together. Because again, like Rob mentioned, my husband's been in the hospital 5 times this year. So when people tell me, Tammy, I don't have time, I'll be like, you don't have time? Well, I'm actually right now in the hospital and I actually just hired my solo ad guy one more time and he's driving 250 clicks. Oh, really? Yes, really. It took me 5 minutes today. So if you have 5 minutes, you can plug in and you can start driving traffic. 5 minutes. Everybody has 5 minutes in the day.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And it took me 5 minutes to upload a YouTube video. 5 minutes.
I love that you mentioned what I've witnessed in the industry. So for myself, 2017, the end of 2017 is when I began in the industry with my mom. So I've been working with her since, but of course, in the background, I've worked with her actually since she's been online, just in the background. I'd give her,
I've taught you how to do Craigslist ads, YouTube ads. Yep.
Absolutely. I've taught myself how to in forms and ways to code. I'm working on a project right now on my Mac with that. So I'm always teaching myself, but I can't just look at something and do, like, I have to physically do it, and that's why if something back then would go, wait, all I have to do is jump on this webinar, plug in the system, and then actually they've done it for me. Like, whoa, that's incredible, right? And so, like, with our findings that we found with things that, like, here, the browser extensions that actually help your YouTube, You know, we have our channels, like even mine, very little subscribers based to close to my mom's, you know, nearly like what, 3,000 now
Right.
subscribers. Of course, you know, view count matters too. You know, of course, in a home-based business industry, but it's amazing how my mom has turned these channels, like helped me. And then, you know, we have the training with your mindset, because that's the number one thing. So many people are like, oh, you know, I don't really deserve, like they tell me in a chat, hey, I want $2,000. When I give them $2,000, they're gonna reject it every which way to Sunday. So that's kind of what the whole thing, why we've covered that in our you know, mindset training. And of course, people that get to the $2,000 level, the Lamborghini lifestyle, they don't just get there by not believing in themselves. And so, with leveling up to the $2,000 level is one of my most proudest moments that I've done online, because what we're doing tomorrow, and you want to get in on it. So, if you're a current member right now with Get Fearless Freedom, you will want to upgrade to the $2,000 level, because tomorrow is going to be really, really spill the beans. And that's not tactical marketing talk. That's actually what I'm going to show you. You guys are going to be mind blown with what I actually do with ChatGPT. And it's
Yeah,
just,
you've taught me a lot.
it's almost like where it's right here beneath your nose, but you're going to see how this little ticker up here works with ChatGPT. I make it come alive. It's pretty amazing. So we have that tomorrow, and we're gonna get into that. We have, of course, our incredible other parts of the levels. We have postcard mailing, where we actually have the resources that you're gonna plug into, read in the back office. Everything that my mom has gotten is pretty amazing stuff. She actually has been able to get, you know, these templates, from those templates to training on it, to resources on it. Again, ChatGPT, really good. You know, that something some people just, gosh, it's AI, and then they look past it. Actually, I've turned this to be able to pay off my car. Yes, I have been able to, by the way.
Yeah, he's
I've
debt free.
been able to, I'm fully at the age of 29, zero. So that's something that you really do want to
No
learn, and
student loans
why.
for you.
Right. Yep.
I made
So
sure of that.
that's exactly. So that's why I really want people to win. And when you guys upgrade to this training with your sponsor, pretty amazing stuff. AI, Chat GPT training again for the exclusive tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Mom can put that in the chat. And again, we're going to cover on more as it kind of gets closer. Some amazing Instagram stuff we have as well. And then we have my mom's BBB strategy, which is really cool. She's going to cover in on that tomorrow lightly. It's actually more a Zoom with myself with ChatGPT, because that's more of the honing in. Why? Because mom has her own mastermind stuff that she's going to do at the 2K level and stuff. The training videos, again, what you find in there, the elite level, supreme mastery, all phenomenal training that you can get a part of. And then, of course, to upgrade when you're at the 1,000, let's just go, you're at the 1,000 right now. And, you know, Michael said in the comments, he's like, I want to get in at the elite level marketing level. Well, you just go in, and it will show where, you know, the person qualified at that level. That's where you upgrade to them. So Mr. Captain Automation, again, my little buddy here, he wants to talk about money and the easy comp plan behind what we have, the 200 to 500,000 and 2,000, 100%. We welcome you into the automated welcoming of you, right? So we want to automate you. We want to actually automate you guys into making that money. And that's why we have a very cool, different bulletin breakdown points of where we never take in the money. It's all third party with it outside of our reach, where you have, you know, where you have that ability. It's a peer-to-peer payment system. Again, you're going to see all how this works in one moment. instant commission payout. The funnels work for technically any other company to help capture those leads. And again, no wait periods, one-click funnel payouts. You're going to learn it's a receiving to a send point. So sending, receiving, back and forth. Very, very simple. You know, these are some of the examples. Actually, very popular is actually ones like Cash App, Bitcoin. I've heard many people like Apple Pay, like Apple Cash, Messenger Pay, Zelle Business. We have or Venmo. We have Wise is a really good one. You're gonna again access all of this stuff that we have through our trainings. And then the one-click payment funnel setup. You're going to see this is our preview of the back office. Very simple and modern. We didn't want it too complex, you know, a bunch of this, and that. We wanted it very simple. We have, let me see. Oops, I didn't mean to click there. We have
we had to have it simple because I'm not techie.
Yes,
I
exactly.
am not techie at all. I wanted a click, click, and click, and then my capture page to be set up so I can start advertising on Craigslist because it's my favorite place.
Yeah. Very,
Yeah.
very, very, very simple creature.
Very easy.
Is actually very, very simple, you know, when it comes to this marketing. And then we have, again, this fill out sheet. You're going to put it in, how you want to get paid, how you want to get contacted. And this is RTF support. Anyone want to know what that is? That's rich text format support, meaning you can highlight words, make them bigger, clickable with your links to go, you know, to checkout page, stuff like that. Very cool stuff. So click submit payment options. You're going to get this page. You do not click off any of this when you first join tonight. Fill it out and then click submit. And then it's just going to say, hey, okay, that's how you're going to get paid. Just click here for to continue. You don't want to click anywhere off. You want to click continue, and you will get your one-click funnel. It's that simple. And right here, you'll see your one-click funnel, and then it can connect to all of our automation stuff, which we have a phenomenal new 20-minute getting started video for anyone onboarding. Very simple onboarding video. And it literally covers everything. I mean, it's amazing. Everything's automated for you and your members. You don't have to worry about your members getting set up. Everything is easy. Again, you see a couple clicks. We perfected the sales funnel, very, very simple, down to capturing those emails, making that money work, make it work for any other business out there if you want to. And of course, you've seen capture pages like this. I mean, I'm sure you have, where they're like, you know, money this, money that, 1998 of Windows, you know, Windows 98. I'm sure you guys have seen this stuff like this where it just doesn't look too, I don't know. It's just, it's, you know, online kind of hypey website. So you want to make sure you get real, and you want to make sure that these capture pages convert. So it's a very simple, basic white background, and solo ad traffic, and the traffic that we have. And then, of course, the marketing methods we teach. Again, it comes down to simply advertising what we give you, and then you guys reap the benefits. It's pretty incredible. Creating new campaigns in the back office, very simple. Again, inviting down to Zooms, making that money. As you can see how the pattern of simple and stuff like that, what we've done, we wanted to make it like that because we knew how human nature works. I mean, some people give up, you know, immediately, like within a minute. We didn't want that. We wanted you guys to get plugged and played. So that's what's cool. Of course, automation with my mother's callback, world class, you know, leadership call is what she does. She does this incredible closing with people that are ready to go, and they're ready, you know, to have, you know, obviously a couple questions here and there, but that's where we're here for you. That 1-800, you again screenshot it. Mom can type the number in.
Sure.
If you know, that's again the presentation, which I cover everything really I want to here. And of course, we ask ourselves all of these different question box marks of, you know, and this is where, like I promised, this is where it really happens. The done for you email portal. This is something in every feature that we're showing you within Get Fearless Freedom actually is not presented anywhere where we're showing you going forward here. because the email portal is something that we built from the ground up that connects into these awesome, awesome email broadcasters, which are Aweber and GetResponse. Those are your choices, right? And so you get connected in with them and you connect in with our API that protects all of your leads. So we don't see a thing, and it goes out and on our behalf. So we'll actually come up with the emails, and you guys never, ever, 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 ever write an email again going forward, ever in marketing. You
So let
can
me
if you
clarify
want.
that.
Go
Let me
ahead.
clarify that because this is one of the questions I get on the callbacks, okay? So I had a gentleman the other day, and he's actually here on the Zoom, and he asked me, he said, what is your Aweber code? What do I need to do in order to put into my Aweber? And I said, you don't need a code. And he's like, what do you mean I don't need a code? Every single system I've ever had, I had to put a code in, and I had to populate my emails to go out and autoresponder. A lot of people teach you to do 30-day autoresponders, 60-day autoresponders. I says, no, you don't need a code. He says, why? I said, because for $47 a month, for less than a cup of coffee a day, well, at McDonald's, I guess you can get a $1.50 cup of coffee, they just told me. But anyway, it's not too bad coffee. But anyway, I said, I'm actually sitting down, like today, I sent out how many emails to the list? Two to your list. So you're collecting your leads. Like unlike other systems, you are getting to collect your leads on Aweber or GetResponse, and you get to build your list for any offer. Okay. Because let's just say next year or next month, or you know how program hoppers are, you know, you can go after program hoppers. In fact, I make multiple five figures a month just going after program hoppers because they have no clue how to do any of this stuff, right? So I tell people all the time, you don't have to have your Aweber code back there. I'm sending out to only get Fearless Freedom unless you want to hire me about 20 grand a month, and I will send out for your specific offer. Okay. That's what people used to pay me, because I do consulting for that, for email marketing. But if you want, I can do this for $47 a month is all. And like I said, I used to charge big bucks if I'm actually going to be marketing for someone else's, to build someone else's business. But here, it's only $47. I will email out to your list every single day, every other day, of course. And I just came up with an idea tonight, Rob. Want to know? Off the cuff? When I'm recovering, okay, and I have my knee propped up, I'll probably be doing some callback training. Who wants to jump on with me live to listen to me do some callbacks? Anyone? Anyone? I'm going to be kind of bored. So all I'm doing is going to be recovering in August. I can't go anywhere. I can't go hiking. I can't go, you know, anywhere. I'm going to be here, you know, I'm going to be sitting here, and I'm going to be doing some callback training. So who wants to learn how I close high ticket sales? Put a yes down here. Put a yes. Don't have to raise your hand. I can do that. I can see how many people. If you're at the 2,000 level, I'll show you guys how I'm closing 2,000 sales. Okay. So make sure you make a note of all the people saying yes right now, because this is one of the skill sets that you're going to want to make sure that you learn. You can have me do your closings first. I don't care what opportunity you're in. If someone calls you and you're really not sure what to say, I mean, I'm just me. Okay. I don't have any, you know, scripts or anything like that to follow by. I just simply chat with the person. It's just like your neighbor next door, you know? So anyway, if you want to do that, we'll put it on the August calendar, and I have a school community, and I'll show you guys where I love this thing. I love school. I just posted up a Craigslist training. Let me show you guys what I just did. Just the other night, here's my Craigslist training in the classroom. And then once I do that training, once I do my high-end training, I'll put the closing right there. Okay. And then we have the calendar. Of course, if you're a member, you guys already know this. This is where the stuff is. But here's my Craigslist extension training besides what I have in the back office of GFF. Okay. So these are some of my students, people that I've worked with. Okay. We're going to keep adding. Who wants their name on this page, by the way? I have a lot of my good close friends on here. Once you start having success and it starts clicking, you'll be able to be on this testimonial page. I've taught thousands and thousands of people on how to earn money online. So you can be one of my students, and I'll just put your testimonial on here, okay, on this page. So I just want people to know that I'm here to support you. We have a very close-knit community. I like to work with 10 to 20 people at a time. On the, you know, sometimes it's up to 50 for Rob and I. When it gets to that high, then I have to do more breakout Zooms. But I just want people to know that, you know, for me as a owner and as a mentor and a coach, I just want people to literally be able to learn, hey, I just posted up an ad, you know, and we have it right in the back office. So again, do you have that slide, Rob, that shows all the video trainings in the back office of GFF? Because sometimes I can't even remember all the trainings that we put back there. There's so many. And the thing is now that it's over a year old, I just keep putting more trainings and more trainings and more trainings back there. But right here is what you're going to get. And not to overwhelm anybody, but the evergreen videos will always, always be there, right? Evergreen meaning it'll always be relevant. So how to stay motivated, how to get and stay motivated. Hey, some days I have to listen to Marshall Silver, Tony Robbins, you know, this is just the way life is, right? Why is it important to brand yourself? Why is it important? Why is it important to brand yourself? If you're not branding yourself and looking different from everybody else online, and my son does a great job of setting people up, he does an actual white glove service that a lot of people have purchased over and above. He does a great job branding, but if you're not quite sure how to do that, we're here to help you, okay? And so people have come on my Zooms here in the past few years, and they've learned how to actually brand themselves so they can actually rank to any leaderboard, any offer, any online offer, you know, they're able to literally learn how to do it. And that's what I love about GFF, because of the branded pages, the bridge pages, if you want to call them that, can actually have your picture on there and everything like that. So you're branding you, right? So where else can you get that sort of a system? Really nowhere, except for Get Fearless Freedom. I love the supreme level. We have those masterminds, and it's going to be at the end of the month, okay, for the $1,000 level people. And I love video marketing. In fact, if people said to me, Tammy, if you had one strategy of marketing, what would you pick? I would say, get rid of the solo ads, get rid of the Craigslist, get rid of Facebook. And if I were just on my YouTube, I'd make a full-time living with just my YouTube channel. Want to know why? Because you don't have to have that many subscribers. There's 3 R's. Write this down tonight. There's reach, relevance, and what's the last one? Resistance. Something like that. There's the 3 R's. And if you've targeted your market, your actual target market, and I know a lot of people talk about target marketing, but if, like, let's say they're typing in a keyword to a certain program, you're going to learn how to do that at the 1,000 level. Okay, the training's back there already. Just go through it. There's an actual workbook that you can print off, and you can actually read it to get your YouTube channel up and running. I've taught thousands of people how to do that. Okay, current people and top sponsors right now and other companies. They've literally took my YouTube training, you know? So that's some of the secrets that I share, and that's going to be at the end of the month, and you'll be able to see the calendar in the school community, okay? So if you're a member and you're not yet in school, make sure you check your emails, because I've sent it out about 10 times recently to all the members. So make sure you're checking your emails, because I do email quite a bit, okay? But yes, so if you wanted to get started tonight at the 2,000 level, and you want to get back to the person that brought you here, or you want to upgrade, make sure I'm going to actually give $100 off the top level tonight, even if you upgrade. So it's $900 tonight, and tonight until midnight. If you wanted to upgrade, you're also going to get 300 clicks, okay? 300 traffic clicks, okay? These are the bonuses tonight. And it's just off the top of my head. This is not scripted, okay? And you will literally have your first top, I guess you could say, sales funnel, and it will be created tomorrow night. I'll show you guys step by step. See, this is the thing. This is why I wanted to Get Fearless Freedom, is so I could teach you the skills, not so much that, okay, I'm going to do everything for you. No, because you know what? If I did that for my kids all the time, they wouldn't be independent kids, you know? My son, Rob, he's self-employed. My daughter's a paralegal, you know, at one of the top attorney's offices, and she's only 25. You know, I'm very proud of my kids. I'm a fearless mama. You know what I mean? So I've always taught my kids to be independent. I've always taught them to make sure that they learned, you know, plug in and go after your passion in life. My passion in life is to teach other people on how to market online. It just always has been. I love marketing. I don't know what it is. When we were mortgage brokers, I'd always market for my husband's mortgage broker business. When we had 2 restaurants, I don't know if anyone's ever heard this story. We went to a Mexican restaurant one night. We were in our 40s. Okay, we're still in our 40s. Anyway, we went on. Rob was real little. He was 11 years old, and we sat down with a guy and we said, you know what? We're going to start up a Mexican restaurant. Couple $100,000 later, we had a restaurant. Okay, so I still loved marketing it. And you know what? If I didn't advertise that restaurant, if I didn't put in ads into the local newspaper that, hey, we're going to have a grand opening. If I didn't do that, then no one would have come through the front door. And people relied on me. People relied on me in order to do that advertising. So you got to rely on you in order to do this advertising and to plug in. You really do. So you got to plug in, you got to come to the trainings. We have everything back there. I mean, it's quite amazing actually what we've done. And it would be an injustice to me tonight to tell you guys, you know, hey, go try to figure this out on your own, you know, but I'm teaching you the 4 places that I go. Okay. There's 4 places that I go, and I even share the exact places at the 2000 level. Now it's underneath the resources. So let me just share my screen again on that. I'm pretty excited. There's a lot to it. It might seem overwhelming to you guys tonight, to you guys and gals, but literally it's the 4 places. I'm now building out my Instagram. Okay. I'm just going to put the hands down here for a second, but now I'm building out my Instagram. So here we are. We're telling you guys tonight, where do we go? We go to Craigslist. We go to Facebook. I'm live on Facebook. We do YouTube, and we do solo ads. I can get 2,500. So you're never gonna get, it's never gonna get saturated. You know how sometimes programs get saturated? It's never gonna get saturated because there's 2,500 new people that you can target every single day. 2,500. And you know what? Another strategy I'm gonna teach. I haven't done this one in a long time, Rob. I'm gonna teach how to get genealogy lists of MLM companies, because right now, unfortunately, some of the MLM companies are folding. So I'm going to teach people in September when it's really, really busy. September, October, November, by the way, are the busiest home-based business months of the year. So I'm going to be teaching people in September. So make sure you guys plug in, start learning the different strategies, because then in September, I'm going to be teaching the genealogy bulk emailing strategy. And I am going to do that this fall. I've done it before, but I just feel like, especially now with these MLMs I've been watching, some of the MLM companies have actually taken away the downline income, and it's actually gone to affiliate income. And so you have to know like the FTC guidelines and things like that, and why that happened. You have to have a certain customer ratio to actual, customer ratio to
customers, more customers than the affiliates.
Correct.
Yeah,
and that is one thing I wanted to mention tonight here. I do have more customers in GFF. I have more people that just utilize my sales funnels for other things than people reselling it. So I just wanted to mention that here tonight. So
all that data. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. So you just got to know the compliance and whatnot. And that's the reason why I've been in business for 12 years, you know, and that's why I continue to stay in business. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go off of my live stream on Facebook. I have a bunch of people that jumped on here tonight. I appreciate everybody jumping on my live stream on Facebook. If you want to continue and listen, I've posted the link below in one of the chats here. Just jump on live and then I can answer anyone's questions. We'll do that.